Well, I was very, very pleased. I thought we had some lapses defensively. They did a very good job of running their offense with a lot of good pace, and we got back cut a little bit more than we had in the first two games. But we did take the three-point shot pretty much away from them. They only make 5 on the night, but they shot a high percentage because of that. But I really was pleased with our offense. I thought we ran with really good pace. We got the stops that we needed. And when you're in this part of the season, it's about winning in advance. And I thought our guys did a really good job each time that the Air Force made a run at us. We seemed to make a basket and get a stop to stop the run.
Okay, we'll now take questions for the student athletes. We're here.
Mark Smith, Albuquerque Journal. Kendall, how much did Demetrius give you guys a spark when he came off the bench?
You know, our bench been doing it all year, so tonight was Walk's night. He's been real efficient all year. Him and Jamal and Cameron was really effective tonight. So, you know, we've been doing it all year off the bench and with our balance. So, you know, it was his night to really hit a lot of shots, but usually he comes in and plays good defense, a lot of clutch rebounds. So it was nice to see him just get off on the offensive end tonight.
And Demetrius, what were you feeling out there? You looked like you were ready to go as soon as you came in.
Yeah, I feel like I had a real good week of preparation and practice, offensively and defensively. And first and foremost, I just wanted to come in and provide a spark, whether that's offensively or defensively. So tonight it was offensively. I know Coach is probably upset at me about a few back cuts, but we'll discuss that later tonight.
Demetrius, your game has improved quite a bit the last week, 2 weeks. Can you talk about what's clicked for you lately?
Just practice, man. Just going hard in practice. Coach is putting a lot of emphasis as far as us taking every practice seriously. So I've been trying to pick it up in practice, and my teammates have been picking it up as well. So I feel like offensively and defensively, that's just helping me get better.
Yeah, Drew, you were 9-11 at the foul line. Do you feel good when this team spends a lot of time at the foul line? You think you shoot them well enough to win ball games there?
Yeah, definitely. I know we're a talented team when it comes to free throw shooting when we actually concentrate. I think we struggled a little bit throughout the year, but you know, when it comes down to it, I'm confident in our team of making in you know, the free shots that we get from the free throw line.
Let's go over here first.
Cesar Davila, Daily Lobo. Kendall, it's tough to beat a team 3 times. How were you guys able to make it look somewhat easy every time?
You know, this one wasn't really easy. I don't think any 3 were really easy. The first time, I keep saying that, I think we had a fortunate situation with them having a coaching change. The second time they were in the pit. And I just think we match up really well with Air Force. So, you know, coming to a neutral site, they fought us all the way through. But luckily, we had a couple of players make plays, and you know, we stuck to our game plan, and we always have a pretty good game plan of knowing how to defend their stuff. And like Walker said, we got back cut a few more times than we wanted to, but at the end of the day, we just match up pretty good against them, and again, we pulled out another win, so that was good.
Over here.
Drew, what did they do different? They fouled you a lot in that, especially in that first half. Was it something they were doing to try to be more physical, and how did you try to keep just plugging along and doing your thing?
I don't know.
Todd Dewey, Las Vegas Review-Journal. Just wondering if you guys could talk about how hard it was to get in the flow with all the free throws. How hard did that make it?
You know, it was tough. They blew the whistle a lot, but you know, like you said, it was you know, our team's good at shooting free throws. You know, when it comes down to it, we concentrate. You know, and Air Force was trying to climb back in it the whole game, so it's something that we really need to concentrate on. And you know, I think down the stretch that came in, you know, big for us, especially because, you know, there were so many calls called.
Drew, we all know that you've had a chip on your shoulder. The whole team has, coming in all season, not being ranked for most of the year. Do you have more now after the postseason awards that were released?
Oh, definitely. You know, there was a lot of people that said they were going to vote for me that didn't actually end up voting, which is hurtful to me. Just, you know, with the way that people present themselves. But, you know, it's something that really fuels our fire. You know, I feel like a lot of people should have been nominated for things that they weren't really nominated for. You know, I think something should have happened for a defensive award or anything like that, because our defense has been, you know, so good throughout the season. But
six-man bench.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely fueling us to get through this tournament and you know, hopefully look back on it and laugh. But at this point right now, you can't really think about it except for motivation.
Kendall, would you agree that as a whole, the team defense is really the standout as opposed to a superstar defender?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. So, you know, if that's an excuse why no one got on the defensive awards, we're not too worried about individual awards here. You know, we have you know, tunnel vision in our approach to how we're approaching season 3 and season 4. You know, we handle business season 2. If it's lack of respect or whatever, you know, we're going to keep that chip, and we like that chip on our shoulders. You guys see what happens when you do appreciate any work we've done. So, you know, we're going to keep being, having that swagger to us, building whatever stories we need to build in our head, and we're going to keep getting after it. So we all lock up, we all play for each other, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Drew, if it is over here.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. If it is UNLV tomorrow night, how much are you looking forward to that game, considering how the regular season game went down here in Vegas?
Well, you know, it's funny because I look forward to both teams winning. I know it's not possible, but you know, both times we faced both teams, it's been you know, kind of a dogfight. So regardless of who comes out victorious later on tonight, I know it's going to be a fun game to watch, and it's going to be a fun game to play. So I'm excited for it.
Back here.
Drew, I just heard your last answer. I was a little confused. Do you think you should have won? You deserve to win Player of the Year?
I mean, it's neither here nor there anymore. They came out with who they thought was most valuable, and you know, it's not like anything's going to change about it. So from here on out, you know, you just got to play as hard as you possibly can and take our team out on a good note.
Okay, at this time, we'll dismiss our student athletes. Thank you, men.
Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Some ice. Squeezy some ice on his head.
Now we'll take questions for Coach Alford. There we go.
Coach, can you talk about your team's ability to get to the line in the first half?
Well, we haven't, if you look at conference-wise, we haven't been great doing that. We've started emphasizing a little bit more just because we feel like those are some free points you need to get to. And if there's been something that maybe be a little bit missing in our offense, it's been the ability to get to the line consistently. And tonight it was great. We got there 37 times, and we're a pretty good foul shooting team. I think we're, you know, the stats kind of don't tell the truth about our foul shooting because there's been so many games we've gotten there just maybe a little bit. You know, we have games where we go 6 for 10, and we don't really get in the rhythm where we get 25-plus free throw attempts. But I think that was the game plan. We wanted to go inside. We wanted to drive the ball hard. We're obviously bigger than they are, so we wanted to attack them inside, and the guys did a very good job of doing that aggressively.
Coach, you're down 1, and then Demetrius comes off the bench, sparks that 15-0 run. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, our bench has been terrific all year, whether it's been Demetrius or Jamal or, you know, Cam was really good tonight. Phillip obviously comes in and does a lot of good things for us. Chad's had good moments this year. So, you know, our bench has been very deep. And it's, you know, I think, in fact, the first time we played Air Force, I think our bench might have outscored them. So that tells you how big our bench is and how important our bench is. So tonight we got off to a good start with our bench, and Demetrius kind of spearheaded that. But I thought Cam had some really good minutes, too, off our bench.